Good morning, you guys. Erin and Liv here. Welcome back to Eat, Move, Rest. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you what Liv eats in a day. So she is now just a little over 10 months old. We are fast approaching the 1-year mark. So she's been on solids since 6 months old, and we've gotten into a pretty good routine. We've got all kinds of hacks as far as how to up her iron intake, protein intake, vitamin C, all kinds of nutrients. So I'm gonna be sharing that with you guys today. Hopefully you find it helpful. Leave me some comments below and let me know what you feed your little kiddo. So things have been rapidly changing around here as of late. Max is totally out of diapers finally, which is a relief. And we've been cloth diapering with Liv, which has been its own adventure, which actually I haven't found to be too difficult. It's actually working out pretty well. I think it was just wrapping my mind around the switch. Other than that, she took her first steps yesterday on Mother's Day, so that was super exciting. And we are busy packing up the house. We had an open house. All kinds of offers came in yesterday. So looking like that chapter is coming to a close. All will be said and done, and we are about to load up our pod and ship everything off to Florida. So craziness, lots of changes around here, but we are here for the ride. Sit down and have breakfast.
Just scan a bit like the finer things in life. Just scan a bit like the finer things. Just scan a bit like the finer things in life. Oh, it's hard to complain. Everything is going my way. No clouds, no rain. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Good times are here to stay. Everything's going my way.
So both kids got a great breakfast. Usually I'm making them the same thing for breakfast, but we only have a little bit of the leftover birthday cake oats, as Max likes to call them. So we let him finish that. I made Liv some amaranth porridge with Else Nutrition added in. This is such an incredible boost of iron. I also paired it with the kiwi for that vitamin C to optimize iron absorption. I added in some cashew butter and a dusting of cinnamon. While it is important to steer clear of added salt and refined sugars for babies, you can add a lot of flavor by just experimenting with different seasonings and spices and herbs. It helps to broaden their palate and make their food more interesting. And I always sweeten with dates and bananas. I wasn't gonna share what I'm eating in a day, but this smoothie is way too good to not share. So this is a chocolate cherry green smoothie. It has so many good things in it. So it's got vanilla protein, an added collagen boost in it, chia and flax. I added spirulina and then a whole bag of frozen cherries, 3 frozen bananas, and a whole bunch of kale and celery. It is seriously one of our favorites. It's so good. So with Max and with Liv, our primary way of introducing solids and allowing them to eat is to use baby-led weaning. So as opposed to just giving them a bunch of purees and spoon-fed foods, instead, we like to encourage them to feed themselves. They like to feel their foods, experience different tastes and textures, practice with spoons and forks, and even cups. So she's been drinking out of a regular cup as opposed to a sippy cup, so we just kind of bypassed that stage, and she's been doing great. Things we try to avoid would be like super hard nuts and seeds. Anything that's round that can fit between your fingers like this should probably be sliced. So you quarter everything, and it works to put it in like a longer shape so that they can grab the end of it and take bites of it. So that's kind of what I did with the kiwis there. Usually what I'll do if I make something that's more of a spoon-fed meal, like this amaranth porridge, I'll just load her spoon up with it and I'll allow her to kind of spoon feed herself, and then I'll just keep scooping and letting her use it. And then sometimes I do spoon feed her too. But for the most part, we do a lot of baby-led weaning. Definitely steer clear of like hard nuts and seeds or raw veggies and fruits like tough apples and carrots and things like that. I will say celery makes a fantastic teething device. It'll keep her entertained for like an hour if I give her a celery stick. Other things that we try to avoid would be like excess sodium. Like too much salt is really tough on babies' kidneys, so we try to do low sodium, and we don't do any refined sugars. So I sweetened the amaranth porridge with bananas. Dusty and I are oil-free, but we do use oils for our kiddos just because it's great for developing brains, and it's also fantastic for adding a boost of calories if you're trying to help your kiddo gain a little bit. But either way, oils are perfectly fine for kids and babies. So another good practice is to always pair your iron-rich foods with your vitamin C-rich foods. I know I've talked about this a lot, but for anybody who isn't familiar, vitamin C will optimize your iron absorption. So kiwi is very rich in vitamin C, which makes it a great side for this amaranth porridge. So not only is this Else Nutrition really loaded with protein and iron and healthy fats, the amaranth itself is also like the best source of iron I have ever found, so I really love it. I did add soy milk to the breakfast as well. So if you guys have been around here for a while, then you know I absolutely love Else Nutrition, and up until now they've just had baby and toddler shake formulas, so things you can blend into smoothies or make even a warm drink with for your kiddos and your babies. And I started Max on that at 12 months. That's the earliest you're supposed to start. And they just came out with this baby cereal very, very recently, and it has been such a game changer because it contains the same ingredients that like the shake contains. It's over 80% buckwheat, almonds, and tapioca. So the tapioca is your carbohydrates, the buckwheat is your protein, and the almonds are your healthy fats. So the nice thing is none of these ingredients are refined, so they aren't stripped of their components, they're just ground down into an edible, mixable content. So yeah, they're free of all kinds of harmful ingredients. It's certified organic, which is very difficult to come by, and it's also fortified with 20 plus vitamins and minerals that are essential for your plant-based kiddo. So this is huge, you guys. This is a game changer. It's linked below in the description. Thank you to Else for sponsoring this video. There's a special discount down there. You can get an amazing deal, so definitely check it out. So you guys just happened to catch us on yet another day where we are freezing brown speckled ripe bananas. So we usually buy a case, which is 40 pounds or about 100 bananas, set them somewhere to get ripe, and then we freeze them for smoothies. So Dusty's peeling and freezing those while I'm making red lentil rotini for the kiddos. Again, super high in protein and iron. If you're seeing a trend here, they also have only one ingredient, which is amazing, and they taste great. These are my favorites. I also like chickpea pasta for the same reasons. I'm also making some super green avocado toast. So what I like to do to get extra greens into the kiddos' diet is I'll mash an avocado and sprinkle in some type of greens powder. It doesn't even alter the taste, but it's a great way to sneak in some greens since, let's face it, kiddos are barely ever in the mood for eating plain leafy greens. I like to use Ezekiel bread. It's the only one we use. It's organic, it's sprouted. It is so loaded with nutrition. I'm gonna spread that on top, sprinkle on some hemp seeds for extra healthy fats and protein, a little drizzle of olive oil. We've got developing brains and bodies over here, so that added fat is extra important for your littles. I'm slicing these into finger foods for baby Liv. I'm also rinsing some fresh berries, which is something we don't go a day without. You can see all three macronutrients present. We've got protein in the pasta, carbs in the fruit, and healthy fat in the toast. I love to add nutritional yeast for, of course, the flavor, but also, again, a boost of B vitamins, iron, and protein. So I'm just gonna dust that on the pasta and add a drizzle of olive oil. That is what baby Liv's looks like, and Max's will just be pretty much the same, but bigger portion sizes. And hashtag mom life as I chop all of the crust off of the toast. Variety and options are definitely the keys to success when it comes to feeding your littles. Baby Liv is 10 months old. I'm still breastfeeding her throughout the day because that is her most important source of nutrition for the first year of life and beyond that as well. Max is all about the sunshine and outdoors since the spring and summer weather hit, so we don't always make him sit at the table because he is literally outside from sunup to sundown. Okay, so Liv fell asleep as I was breastfeeding her earlier, so she is having a very late lunch. And I thought of a question for you guys. So I asked this on my Instagram as well. Yesterday was Mother's Day. We went to my parents and they have a couple of cats. And Max has never seemed to have an issue before, but yesterday was different because he had one of the cats, and these cats are super tolerant. He was just carrying it around, loving on it. After that, he started sneezing. His eyes were watery and red and bloodshot. and his whole face was like so puffy, and I've never seen an allergic reaction to an animal. I've always heard people say they're allergic or their kids are, so I felt kind of bad for him. I grew up with so many different animals, tons of cats and dogs and other crazy animals too, so I've never really experienced that before. But Dusty did have a mild allergic reaction when we got together because I had 4 cats in my tiny 700 square foot apartment downtown, and he got over it. So I've heard mixed reviews, but my intuition kind of says like the repeated exposure could lessen the effect, but I'm not really sure. So if you guys have any experience with animal allergies, let me know, because I'm a huge animal lover, and especially I love cats. I want to get an outdoor cat when we move to Florida, but I don't know. Not if it's gonna make him miserable. So let me know your experience and what the best route is to handle it. So about once a week, I will find the time to bake something. I find it very therapeutic, and all you mama bears will want to listen up. If you are breastfeeding, this recipe is for you. My superfood brownies are full of dates, flax, chia, cacao, oats, so many lactation boosters. This recipe has been a fan favorite and a family favorite, so it's perfect for the kids. Dusty loves them. We all get to enjoy these. Lactation brownies, my absolute favorite recipe. It's in our meal planner. It's on Instagram Reels. So Viv took a long nap, so I made those. The whole family loves them. I'm sure Max will have one as a snack later. And then the guys are gone running some errands, so Max will be on his nap drive, so he'll sleep for a little bit. I'm also gonna make some watermelon popsicles with this Cocoa June coconut yogurt in it. I just find that just fruit alone in the popsicles isn't really enough. It doesn't quite do it for me as far as nutrition goes, so I add a little bit of extra calories. This will add some creaminess, some healthy fat, some probiotics. So the Cocoa June blended up with watermelon. It's a super hot day today. It like turned into summer overnight, so that's what I'm gonna do now. So I'm gonna use this silicone mini muffin tray and just make popsicles that are very mini and bite-sized. And I don't have popsicle sticks, so I'm gonna be creative and use these little paper party straws, cut them with the scissors and poke them in when these are like halfway frozen so they'll stay.
Good God, it feels like there's nothing missing. Filling my cup with some love in the kitchen. 'Cause I'm so sweet, super Sony, over easy. Can't get enough of that good stuff. Gotta soak it up. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Oh yeah, gotta soak it up.
So I got this super cool book in the mail from my friend on Instagram who's an artist, and she just made this children's picture book. So it also comes with a workbook and all kinds of questions that you can do with your kids to learn about the world, learn about different animals. Super, super awesome. So check her out on Instagram and get yourself a book. Finally, dinner time. We are always soaking and cooking some sort of dry beans in the Instant Pot. We also made a quinoa and brown rice blend to go alongside our family favorite, our yellow coconut veggie curry. It's got chickpeas, big beans, carrots, onion, garlic, peas, sweet potatoes, and a healthy drizzle of coconut milk or coconut cream on top. Perfect for the kiddos. Perfect because we don't have to cook every single night. This lasts a couple days in the fridge, and it is such a great way to get your kiddos introduced to new flavors and spices.
Getting harder to see, brand new. So I keep on smiling like
guys, if you enjoyed this What We Eat in a Day baby and kid edition, give this video a thumbs up, share it with a mama friend who might find it helpful, leave me some love in the comments below, and let us know what you want to see moving forward. Just a quick reminder to check out Else Nutrition. They have toddler and baby shake formulas, which we have been huge fans of for years, and now their new baby cereal, which I have a specific discount code for linked in the description. Check them all out. They are unbeatable. This is the only baby cereal that has the Clean Label Purity Award in the US, so they are super clean, free of over 500 toxins, and full of all kinds of good things, because seriously, every spoonful counts when you're feeding a tiny tummy. There are 3 things we all do every day, and we could all be doing them better. Eat, move, and rest.
We're Dusty, Erin, Max, Olivia, and Bo, and we're the Stanzics.
We aspire to live a plant-centric, faith-forward, healthy lifestyle and welcome all of the adventures that accompany it. Join us every week as we blend, chop, juice, run, lift, ride, and master our minds in between on the ultimate quest to find better balance, deeper connection, and true happiness within.